think it's my turn now to introduce somebody, Chris Eigeland, who has a fantastic balance of two things. One is about action and doing things, and Chris has represented not just his university, the Griffith University, at the Asia Pacific Model United Nations Conference last year, but also his country, Australia, at the same Model United Nations Conference in the Netherlands earlier this year. He created a very interesting concept of tutoring agency, fostering the potential of both students and tutors, an achievement which won him the runner-up awards for Australian Students Leader this year. And balancing this with some activities on the giving side, as he worked with a web design company involved with a community project, and uses his skills as an amateur magician to encourage kids at the Brisbane Children's Hospital as a volunteer with the Radio Lollipop program. Chris?
Well, good morning. Good morning, distinguished councillors, the fantastic One Young World team, but above all, good morning, fellow delegates. Modern youth spend on average 8 hours a day connected to media, be it mobile phones, television, the internet, or newsprint. Now, 8 hours is approaching a typical workday. It's way more time than I spend at university, and often more time than we sleep, especially when at this conference. The challenge we, as today's youth, face is how do we utilize this awareness and connection to encourage truth and personal freedom? I believe that the media, as covered by the resolution, needs to incorporate its two interconnected facets: the traditional media, by way of radio, television, newspapers, and magazines, and the digital media, by way of the internet, forums, blogs, and social networking sites. Now, the challenge of protecting personal freedoms within traditional media lies not within the medium itself, but with its ownership. When ownership becomes consolidated, so does the potential for control. Global media is now dominated by 5 giant firms, and the ability to craft, control, and filter the news for mass distribution is now the domain of only a select few corporations who effectively influence public opinion. Now, I believe a potential solution for the media challenge we face lies in a partnership between the traditional and the social media, each with the ability to monitor, regulate, and promote truth. Exponential growth in digital media is creating a new nervous system for the planet, capable of real-time action and reaction. The internet, the largest common space to ever exist, has changed the rules of the media game. It has given ordinary citizens extraordinary new powers to impact upon real-world events. This generation is lucky, no, privileged to be part of the largest expressive capability in history. Without the internet, One Young World would not have been possible, and I thank brave new talent for that. And that alone is a testament to its power and potential. I have witnessed firsthand, albeit on a small scale, the potential for the internet to influence and galvanize action. I've seen business sales triple, the donations to charitable causes surge, and the positive influence of providing a forum for discussion of personally important issues. But this potential has been recreated on a global scale. Along with the incredibly successful 1 Million Voices Against the FARC campaign launched by Mr. Morales, the relaying of news of earthquakes in the Sichuan province in China in 2008 was one of the first demonstrations of this mass revolution in digital technology. As the earthquake was occurring, citizens were reporting it, taking video on their mobile phones, uploading messages, and tweeting. Now, Twitter has often been dismissed as superfluous advertising promotion, but it was launched into the political realm as part of the 2009 elections in Iran. During the elections and their very dramatic aftermath, Twitter proved indispensable in keeping the public informed and galvanized and reporting the unrestrained responses of the authorities to public protest. In some cases, Twitter provided detailed access to internet proxy sites that the authorities could not immediately censor. If people have the social media tools, they can expose issues the traditional media cannot and challenge misinformation and inaccuracies. But practically, how do we achieve this? There is not one single solution. There will be many. Some large and difficult, some small and inexpensive. Therefore, we call upon governments to commit the technical, economic, and diplomatic resources necessary to drive the expansion of this platform for freedom. We call upon internet service providers to continue to supply the tools necessary to provide free discussion and expression of opinion. We call upon mainstream media corporations to not accept censorship in any form in response for market share, and to commit to promoting silenced opinion. But I call upon you, as representatives of the world's youth, the largest consumers of digital media, to support those companies that make a principled stand. I believe that personal freedoms have evolved. I believe that social media has opened up new avenues for the discussion of issues, galvanizing communities and empowering citizens. Now let us champion a world where media is global, affordable, ubiquitous, and unfettered. Let us champion the encouragement of people everywhere to openly express their opinions, and where necessary, challenge the status quo. And let us challenge a resolution, let's champion a resolution that makes digital media a real force for progress in protecting truth and personal freedom. Therefore, I commend to you an amended resolution that encompasses this all-important medium. Thank you.